Did you know June is National Pride Month? It is a time where people celebrate members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community as well. One of our CNN colleagues has decided to mark the month by sharing her truth about the moment she decided to come out to her husband and kids. She's here to share her story. Melisa Raney. Melissa, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So tell your story. You're married 11 years. You have 2 kids. And then when was the moment that you realized, or was it always kind of who you were and you decided to tell your truth?
It was something that I had not really considered. And it was late 2016, and I kind of started to realize that I was not straight. And over the course of 2 years, going through therapy, some self-reflection, I also joined a group for women coming out later, and I realized that I was gay and that I shouldn't be married anymore.
So in therapy, did you say that I'm having these feelings? Were you honest?
Right, and I found a LGBT-friendly therapist who specializes specifically in women coming out later, who was able to help me navigate that path, and as well as those women that I met in that group really helped me out too, to feel less alone.
And I think that's part one of this, meaning, okay, this is my truth, I have support, but then how did you tell your husband, and how did he react to this?
Right, and that was also a very slow conversation. I tried to be as open with him as possible. But meanwhile, he's waiting for answers, and I didn't fully have them yet. But he's been very supportive. It was a long road, and now we just focus on being good parents to our kids and communicating about that and doing things together. We do holidays together. We show up to school events together and just be fully present for them so that they can show that they're 100% loved.
Which is so important in terms of bonding together as a family. Your kids are still young.
Yes.
How did you talk to them about it, or do you just kind of incorporate it into their everyday life?
Yeah,
it's
luckily it is. I have just made it normal. Yeah. It was something that I had already told them about previous to this, that a man can be married to a man and a woman can be married to a woman. So after my divorce, I explained to them if I do get remarried, it would be to a woman, and they were actually really excited. They were like, does that mean we get 2 moms?
Yeah, great.
And I was like, yeah, you get 2 moms, and you might even have a 3rd mom, you know, if dad remarries. And so they were really excited about it.
That's good, and the simplicity in how you explain that as simple as possible. And in terms of your parents, you grew up in the South, conservative family. Were the nerves there when telling them?
Yes, that was the hardest thing. And actually, I ended up telling my sister first. And I asked her to tell my parents for me, because I was like, I can't find the words to do this.
I think I would do that too, if I were you. You tell mom and dad.
Right, and I was so nervous that day and just waiting to hear from them. And then finally, my dad texted me and he said, your daddy is with you. And my mom texted me and said, I loved you before you were born. Why would I stop now?
Oh, I'm tearing
and
up
it was
as
just
well.
like, that was exactly
exhale.
what I needed to feel. And even though it's like I'm an adult, I'm fully independent of my parents, I needed to hear that. And so I think it's really important for parents of any age child that is LGBT to be fully supportive like that and just love your kids as much as possible.
And what your mom said, and your dad too, making me tear up.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day a person won't have to go through the nerves.
Exactly.
It will be just the norm of who you are. Melissa, nice to meet you. Thanks so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
We appreciate it so much.